Well, hi. I'm Maeve.
I'm Elliot.
We're your local neighborhood connoisseurs of the art of pornography. I'm a sophomore studying theater with a soon-to-be declared double minor in arts management and screenwriting. No, that was it. I mean, if you find a school that has theater and a double minor in arts management and screenwriting, I guess you found us.
There might only be one.
Maybe we are the only one.
I think that we are.
You just have to come find us.
What? At our school, this is not the only porn show on the air, although it clearly is going to be the best one. I study creative writing and soon a double major in anthropology. So I'm also a connoisseur of the art of pornography,
Yes,
and
you both are.
I'm a gold star flaming homosexual. For today, we're doing our personal likes and dislikes of porn because you don't really know us unless you come here, which you probably do.
And then in which case you hear my rantings about some of the things that I am not fond of in porn.
Loudly, through the wall.
Through the walls, on the quad, in classrooms. So first we're going to touch, what should we go first?
Likes.
Likes?
Mm.
Okay.
My first like is when in porn, there's like the body type that I'm attracted to. Because
Yes.
like, I think that's, most people would like that. For me, this means not very muscular. Don't look at me that way. Hair, but not too much hair. Just a little bit like in the middle of the chest, between your belly button and, you know.
You want a treasure trail? Okay, so Elliot wants a treasure trail in a man. Elliot wants the man who, when he wakes up in the morning, looks at himself and he says, am I a twink or am I a bear?
They're otters.
So he wants an otter. If you're an otter, hit him up.
Call me.
Just find his number.
Big dick is always a plus.
I'm gonna go with, I say artsy porn in my first like. I think I'm really gonna go with artsy pornographic photography. And I feel like I have to specify because there's artsy photographic pornography. And then there's like, oh, this girl has her legs over her head and she's like pushing a dildo under herself. And I'm like, that's not attractive because she doesn't look like she's having a good time.
Unless she's really into yoga.
That is actually different, yes. It's just something about like an overexposed photo. Like on HDTVs, some HDTVs, everything looks like a soap opera. It's like that.
So you like porn that has like an Instagram filter over it?
Basic.
Okay.
Not exactly, because I think that's kind of janky. It can't be too overexposed. It can't look too perfect, because that just weirds me out.
I like porn that like seems genuine. Facial expressions are like important, but I don't see faces very well, so I'm not gonna touch on that. I'm gonna touch on sounds. I hate when it's like too much, like clearly overacted and not real. But I also hate a lot of times when guys do porn, they don't make any noise at all. They're just like completely silent. It kind of weirds.
Creepy.
It kind of weirds me out.
That's really creepy. It's like you're a serial killer prodigy. Like when something really feels good. Don't like do it every time you like stroke your cock.
It gets weird when there's like a silent orgasm. That's like when it crosses
that's
the line into
that's
weirdness.
Sad. Get excited. You just came. I like blowjobs of any variety. I like watching a blowjob occur. I know that this sounds weird, but I feel like oral sex, like whenever I see it like filmed or photographed, is always like exactly the thing that I hate, and like it's not artsy looking enough. Like I'm really desensitized to it, but I really like blowjobs.
I tend to prefer amateur porn. Most professional porn weirds me out for some reason or another. People that film themselves, that's fine with me.
Use lubricant, children. I'm fascinated by looking at new positions that I didn't even know existed. That's happened a few times the past few days, watching some gay porn preparing for this show that I was fascinated in.
Interesting
Fascinated
angles.
by.
Angles. You like the angles too.
Did I say ankles? I was probably just like, oh, look at that camera placement. Angles shows perspective, Elliot.
If you're Maeve, you've probably figured this out by looking at my blog. I weirdly love watching guys masturbate. I seek it out. I do. I seek it out. I don't think that many people like it, actually. Or maybe it's that there's such a flooded market of it.
I mean, there is a huge market of it. And I'm having a really hetero day today, apparently. Like, I'm anti-eating out in porn. I'm pro-blowjobs. I mean, my next thing is kind of universal, but it's threesome. I like seeing the photographs.
I've been into threesomes.
They're fascinating. I just think it's so interesting. It's in the geometry of bodies.
This is another like camera angles thing.
No, it's like, how is everyone getting, is everyone getting pleasure? Is everyone getting an equal amount of pleasure? The geometry, I'm going with geometry of the
Oh my god,
bodies.
there's math involved with this. I like multiple formats of porn. Like, I don't just like videos, I also like stills and animations and literature, since my life revolves around literature. Cartoons, whatever you got. Do they make like audio tapes of like pornographic audio tapes?
They must.
I mean,
I'm sure they read erotica. Those deaf people that need to get off.
But
Not
like,
the deaf people, the blind.
Maeve, go home, you're drunk. You are home.
I am home, I'm on my bed.
I bet they translate erotica into Braille.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Definitely. But do they actually like make audio tapes of just porn? Like sex sounds?
I don't think so.
It's like listening to someone have sex.
Yeah. I mean, I guess if you have like kink or a fetish where you only like to listen to, or you really like to listen to people have sex, I'm sure that there is that you can also just, you know, turn down the dimmer on your computer while you listen to porn.
That is true. That's probably why they don't make that.
I mean, they might. I don't know.
Something we'll have to look into.
Yes.
If any of you know, you should tell us.
If any of you have this fetish / kink and want to share the answer with us, please do that. And my last like is I'm so hetero today, I don't know why. Erections that are masked by underwear and only underwear.
I love that.
Sometimes like tight trousers. So I guess I like to see a bulge. I like the penis, I don't like the bulge.
You've seen a lot of that on my blog, probably.
I enjoyed that.
I have this thing where in porn I really like, he's like really into it, and just like if he pulls away for a second, his like dick moves like by itself.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Shut up, Maeve.
Let's see. Talk about it.
And I like a strong finish.
He wants a money shot.
I like a lot of cum. It's just like, that is amazing.
It is sort of it's very entertaining when you just like shoot it across the room. That's always impressive when it's like a slow like trickle. I'm like, oh baby, that was not good for you. Is it time for dislikes?
It is.
Heterosexual anal sex.
Maeve's been talking about this like since the beginning of the year.
I've been talking about it for like almost a year
Everyone
now.
that comes into this room, she has to talk about heterosexual
It
anal
just
sex.
happens because we talk about it so much that people will come to our door. They'll ring our doorbell.
Were you talking about heterosexual anal sex? Yes, we were.
Yep, basically. Or they'll come in and it'll be like, let me tell you something about heterosexual anal sex. I'm gonna have a whole day devoted to heterosexual anal sex.
Oh, okay. That's a coming attraction. The number one thing I really hate in porn is elevator music. Have you noticed that in like professional pornos, they'll sometimes just like put on this like smooth jazz? Is that supposed to be hot?
Was it too much like a real elevator?
No, that's my exception. If it's actually taking place in an elevator, you can do the elevator music, because that is kind of hot.
My second dislike in pornography is the bouncing cock. What I don't understand, specifically, I mean, okay, I guess if it's like coming out of your trousers and you like having to like push down your pants all like sexy and it like pops out, okay, I mean, you know, I'd be able to startle and be like, oh, it's like a Jack in the Box. I don't know when it's coming. I should, but I don't. I know the cue in the music. I should know when it's coming, but I don't know why.
That's not really what I meant when I said that, though.
What?
I meant like sort of like an autonomous movement. I didn't mean like Jack in the Box phenomenon.
Okay. Oh no, the autonomous movement is kind of cool. Or like when like I think there's this one GIF that I have like really clear in my mind. Like this guy like walking and like as he's walking by the camera, he like takes his dick and he like basically like bounces it, and I'm like, what? Why? Doesn't that hurt your body a little bit? I don't know. I don't have a penis.
Bad acting.
Yep.
That's kind of a given.
Come on the lemon. I don't like janky photos. I mean, I saw some in the heterosexual porn tag. I saw some in the gay porn tag. Saw some in the lesbian porn tag. And that's both a weird combination of like the overexposed, overly perfect to I'm obviously in my own personal house using like a camera in my own personal house that like doesn't have photography lighting. Please try to keep your bath towels out of the shot.
My dislike here is the hairy old guy. Some bears are just not attractive. I don't want to see you naked. Please put your clothes back on.
You can actually keep your clothes off, just like try to make it a little bit more like, oh, it's a joke, rather than, oh, I'm fucking a 17-year-old.
Daddy son.
We don't do that here. That's not the game we play. cock bondage. I'm okay with most other kinds of bondage. It's scary. It like gives me anxiety when I see genitals being trapped in like an unnatural way. I don't really know why. Maybe it's something that happened to me in a previous life.
Next thing is something that I see a lot in the gay porn tag. I don't understand rim jobs.
Fair play. As someone who has been in the receiver of not a rim job, but oral sex.
Well, it's different when it's oral sex somewhere else.
Like, okay, so it's like you don't feel anything necessarily if you touch it. Imagine like someone's hot, wet tongue. That's different. That's gonna be a little, oh, I see.
I don't think it would be.
I'm not saying that I'm completely cool.
I'm totally into a dick there.
I really can't speak to this. I don't like heterosexual animals there.
Coming on someone's face, because I think I'd rather see them take it in the mouth. I'd rather see you come on other parts of their body rather than their face, like in their eyes. And in their hair, it bothers me. They're never gonna get that out.
You did have this concern. He voiced this concern earlier in the week.
You're hurting him and he doesn't like it is the title of my next one.
That's no.
I'm good with a little rough sex, but when he stops looking like he likes it, you've crossed a line for me. Also, like, choking. I think that falls under this.
There are some people with like an asphyxiation kink, but
I don't like it. I don't like watching it anyway.
no, but there's like for the people who don't, it's weird.
Yeah. Offensive porn. You see this a lot in gay porn sites. She-male porn and tranny porn. Don't do it because I don't like it.
Just don't.
If it's offensive porn, I feel offended watching it.
Bareback, as in no condom.
Is this for heterosexual?
For everyone.
Everyone?
It makes me anxious. I don't like it because it makes me think about what those people had to do to like prepare for sex without a condom. It's like a personal video, like that's one thing, but when you can tell that there's like even some level of professionalism and they are getting paid for this, like it's really disconcerting. Even if it's like a big company, I'm still like, put a condom on. What is she gonna do after this to ensure she doesn't get an STD other than like trust that people are not lying to her? And that should not be the amount of thought that goes into me watching porn.
My last dislike in porn, vagina.
You were right, that was the last one.
If there's a vagina in it, I probably don't want to see it. I'm just throwing that out there.
Man, vaginas are gross.
I mean, they're okay in real life. They're just okay. I don't want to see them on camera, though. I'm not going to jerk off to that.
No.
At most, I tolerate. Need I say more?
Need you say more? Nay. Nay.
In the future, we, at this point, would be responding to viewer content. Like
yes.
questions, comments,
Concerns.
and most importantly, show us interesting porn. Send it to us.
I want to see the freaky shit you guys like. We have a Tumblr.
I want to know what gets you off.
I just want to see what freaky shit you like. We have a Tumblr, artofpornography.tumblr.com. You ask us something, we will both find out.
And we live in the same room. So.
And we live in the same fucking room, so either way, it'll be an adventure, okay?
If you send us something, we might talk about it on the show here.
Probably will.
We probably will.
We don't have much else to go on in life.
We most definitely will. For this week, we don't have any, because we have no viewers
Yay!
yet.
That's
so
gonna be you guys soon.
We're going to end with our closing question. We're going to have a closing question each week.
Okay, so you have a closing question
I
already lined up for us?
I do. It is a simple closing question. What do you like and dislike in porn?
Who would have thought that was going to be the question?
I know, right?
We just talked about our likes and dislikes, and now we're asking you for them.
Crazy.
Shocker.
So
leave a comment, leave an ask, make a video response if that's still a thing that YouTube does.
Thanks for watching. Please subscribe.
And join us with our next video. Bye.